Sheboygan, it's Country B93, and we have an awesome opportunity right now to go to the phone and talk to Ann. Ann, how are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. You are the director of temporary exhibits over at the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, I was scared I was going to get the title wrong.
No.
So obviously, us being very close to Chicago, a lot of people go, are from Chicago in this area, and a lot of people will go to Chicago or up north for, weekend getaways. So the museum is perfect.
Well, and we especially think this year we've got a lot of wonderful exhibits to offer. And, of course, we are hosting the world premiere of Harry Potter, the exhibition.
So you said world premiere, so you're the very first museum that's going to have this exhibition?
That's correct. We competed worldwide with over a dozen institutions, and we won the competition, and we are hosting the world premiere of the exhibit. And it's a 10,000-square-foot exhibit and includes more than 200 artifacts from the different 5 films. And then, of course, as a special sneak preview, the 6th film that will premiere this summer, July 15th, we also have some artifacts from that film in the exhibit.
Oh, so you're going to have not only the artifacts and the props, but also a sneak preview. So everyone that really is eager to see anything with the 6th movie, they can go there.
Well, we have a sneak preview of some of the costumes and artifacts, and throughout the exhibit there are some clips.
Very
of the
cool.
6th film, but believe me, we're not. The film is not being given away in the exhibit. We want to keep, everyone on their edge of their seat, waiting to see what happens.
And let me ask you this about that exhibit: how being that you're the very first ones in the world to have it, what kind of reaction are you getting from people all over the world about it?
I have to say it's really amazing. The first day that we opened, I was on the floor and talking to the people that were going into the exhibit. And we had a family that flew in from Argentina and also a family of four that flew in from Canada. And people have purchased tickets from all 50 states. The rest of the tour has not been announced, but we do know that we are the only Midwest location for the Harry Potter exhibition.
And it's so perfect for us because it's only 2.5 hours away.
Exactly. And if you are a fan of the Harry Potter films and books, you will love this exhibit. But also, if you haven't read them, you will also really enjoy it because you will appreciate the attention to detail and the artistry of the set recreations and the costumes and props. It's really a beautiful exhibition.
How long do you have that exhibit?
The exhibit runs through September 27th.
Okay, so there's some time definitely to check it out.
There's some time, and we also have some great science demonstrations going on in the museum really related to Harry Potter.
Okay.
One of them is the magic of chemistry, and you'll see a lot of flashes, fire, and bangs. We are also...
You can't go wrong with flashes, fires, and bangs, by the way.
You cannot go wrong. And the other one is we will be dissecting owl pellets.
Huh.
So you get a better understanding of the eating habits of the birds of prey. And then we have a demonstration where you actually hold your nose and taste a jelly bean. And when you release your fingers from your nose, you'll realize it tastes either like vinegar, burnt popcorn, cut grass, pepper. And it really helps you understand how your sense of taste and smell work together.
Very cool. Now, beyond that, you guys have some awesome cool stuff, very educational, and that's kind of the it thing right now, going green, right?
That's right. Last year we built a 2,500 square foot modular sustainable home on the museum's property, and it's in this beautiful courtyard, and it is really a wonderful exhibit. And we reopened it this year with new technology. For instance, last week we just installed a wind turbine on the property, and we also have vertical gardens. So we're growing growing lettuce, fresh herbs, and succulents in these vertical gardens.
That is very cool.
And there's everything in this house. It's really, you could actually move into the house. Everything works. It's not a prop, but it's filled with educational content. You get an exhibit guide that really calls out everything in the house because everything in the house was chosen for a green story.
Okay. That is very cool. Now, what's great about the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry, you guys make the learning fun, so kids they're bored.
Well, that's right. And I was talking to you a little earlier about a really wonderful thing that we have going on. It's actually an event, and it's June 19th, 20th, and 21st. It's at 1 o'clock, and for those of you who have read Devil in the White City, you'll know that the Museum of Science and Industry is the only building that is remaining from the 1893 World's Fair. And we have partnered with UCLA's Media Lab, and they have created a virtual tour of the fair. And we are working with Tim Samuelson, who is the cultural curator for the city of Chicago, and he really gives you the color commentary as we fly through this virtual tour. It's absolutely amazing.
Very, very cool. And one more that caught my eye right before I was talking to you was the Fast Forward Inventing the Future. Why don't you give us some details about that?
Well, this exhibit is a permanent exhibit, and it opened in October of last year. And we're profiling people that are really inventing our future and creating what's next. And it might not happen, their ideas and inventions, might not happen, next year, but maybe 5 years. And one of them is a vertical city. As you know, we are really getting limited in the space to move out. So we think the next opportunity is to move upward. So scientists at MIT have created this virtual city, and we have a model in the exhibit. So that's really interesting. But it's also just filled with people from all over the world and all different ages. We have a young man from Africa who they didn't have electricity in his town, and he saw a book in the library about a windmill, a wind turbine, and he actually created one for the town, and it was the first time the town had electricity.
Very cool.
And it's just a really wonderful exhibit, and of course it will be curated and updated. So if you've seen it last year, come back because there's new people and new content in it this year.
And thank you for your time, Ann Rashford, Director of Temporary Exhibits over at the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry. Just a short 2.5-hour drive. Thank you very much. As a matter of fact, we'll give away some passes for people to check out your museum.
Can I just give our website for more information?
Definitely.
Please check out our website for our hours, ticket prices, and what's going on at MSI. And it's msichicago.org.
msichicago.org. I'll tell you what, I'll put all this info on my blog on our radio station website as well.
Thanks so much. We hope we see you at the museum.
I will be there. That's a promise.
Okay. Thanks so much, Eddie.
Thanks, Ann.
Bye-bye.